Good morning. Let me just get everything situated. You know the drill. I apparently don't because I went to the wrong place just now. Oh, here we go. I'll just do this one. And let's turn the volume off. Okay. Mom's here. Hi, Mom.
Papa says hi, Mom.
Oh, you just blew your cover. Let's see. Okay, let me share.
Well, that sounds good. Ham and cheese from Felipe. Sorry.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Let's see. Share. You think by now this would be easy. Okay, I got it. One. Hi, Mama. So we'll wait for some more people to come on here before I mention my special guest, because he's very special. Let's see.
I could just see your mom special ed.
Oh, that's what she said. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, the baby, so nice. So nice, the baby.
Okay, there's one. Almost done. Well, everybody, I'm waiting for everybody to get on here. I'm just going to go ahead and do this.
How many people do you usually have?
It depends. Between, well, on Saturday I had like over 20 at one point.
Mm-hmm. And then I was going to start a video of this.
Oh, I know. But that's, I don't know how that works still.
I can share it, and Sal is in Shal's.
Yeah, you do like a watch party or something, but I don't.
That's what it is.
But I don't know how it works.
I do. Because I put it out there and then I took it off. But when I put it out there, Rosalind went on. Waiting.
Okay, I think I'm all shared up now. Yay! Okay, let me just put this back. And it shouldn't be in the picture, so that's good. Okay. I'll wait a minute, maybe. Let people come on. Do I have everything situated? Okay. All right, I'll just get started. So I'm Angela from 3L Creations. Thank you for joining me again today. I needed a bit of a break after last Saturday's marathon, and I not only did 5 wreaths that day, I had a 6th one that I was going to do but didn't get it finished. So I decided on Mother's Day that I wasn't going to do anything, and instead I finished the wreath I didn't get finished, and then I did another one. So if you saw the lemon wreath that I made recently on the evergreen wreath frame, that was the one I did. So there's no rest for the weary, right? Today, I have a special guest. I am being joined by my dad, Sal, who is usually commentating on my lives, telling me how much time I've been on, and
Good
keeping
morning.
everybody company.
Good morning.
Hi, Dad.
Hi.
Dad is a huge baseball lover like me, so I knew I wanted to see if he wanted to come over to watch me make this, or just to hang out and talk. But I had gotten this sign, and I'll let that go, Steve. But I don't know who the angles are. Are you talking about the angels?
Give me a break.
Dominic Finelli's on here, Dad.
Hi, Dominic.
Hi, Dominic. Dad's with me. So I am doing this one, which is generic for anybody. It doesn't matter what team you like. But I'm also going to be, in addition to this baseball sign, I'm actually going to be adding baseballs. Little Rawlings Major League Baseballs. So I've got some of those. So I'm going to add that to the wreath. I've got this 21-inch Deco Mesh. Hey, Casey! Thanks for joining. I have this 21-inch Deco Mesh in the red, white, and blue. I think of baseball, and I think, you know, what is it? How does it go, Dad? Apple pie. How does it go? Mom probably knows. I can't think of it right now.
Baseball, apple pie, and Chevrolet.
Something like that.
But baseball, apple pie, and Ford.
No. Oh, sorry. You used to like Chevys.
Yeah.
And then I'm using this 10-inch Deco Mesh that's a natural color with the red and the blue foil. I am using, per usual, I'm doing two 1.5-inch wired ribbons and two 2.5-inch wired ribbons. So I'm pairing these two up. When I saw this ribbon, I thought of it was baseballs. It actually has a nice velvet touch to it. I really like it. It's lightweight. I've already cut the dovetails on these. I've left a few so I can show you all how I do that. So I have this red and white, and I'm pairing that up with this sheer striped stars and stripes that I got at Hobby Lobby. And then I'm using this, I think it's like a linen, this red stripe and polka dot. And I have some of these left to cut so I can show you. Thank you, Casey. And then I have this baseball ribbon, which is has the natural background with the baseballs on it. So, and then I'm actually, because I get a lot of requests, because I try to keep this to a minimum, and so I try and keep it to about an hour. So I usually make a bow ahead of time, but I didn't today because I get asked all the time to show everybody how to do it. So I'm going to do that today. And I have another baseball ribbon that I'll be using for that. So the first thing, I used a 14-inch wire frame. I usually get this from Dollar Tree. I think it's the best deal out there. And when all is said and done and you have the mesh on there, it actually could be anywhere between, I don't know, 5 to 10 inches wider, which really makes a nice full wreath. I use, on the 14-inch, I use 18 pipe cleaners, and I have 10 on the outer ring, and I have 8 on the inner ring. And then what I do, I start with the 21-inch mesh, and I apologize in advance, I'm getting a delivery from Craft Outlet today, so if my dog loses his mind, that is why.
It's okay, Frankie.
So I start with the 21-inch mesh. I am going to use 10-inch increments of it today. And one of my mentors that I love to watch, Lori from Hardworking Mom, she actually, this is where I learned to start with a zip tie, because I think it's a great method. So what you do is you take the 21-inch mesh, and you have a finished edge on one end and a finished edge on the other. And what you do is you gather it up, and you have to be careful because the mesh really loves itself. So it sticks to itself. It sticks to everything, actually. It's like a Klingon. So you just gather up the end, and you can trim it if you want, but you don't need to. Since this is the first time I'm starting the roll, it really isn't bad at all. So you just gather it up. And I make sure that I have the finished edges are on either side of what I'm holding, okay? I'll go ahead, I'm gonna trim this a little bit. I need to move everything to the other side because I'm left-handed. Okay, and then you take your zip tie, and what you want to do is you want to make sure that the mesh is just right past your zip tie. Oh yeah, the truck's pulling up right now. I can hear it. Hi, Mary. So you just place it a little bit past the pipe cleaner. Ooh, I said the right word. Sometimes I forget words, and I don't know why. They escape me, but I think it happens to the best of us, right?
When you get older.
That's not funny, Dad. So just put this on with the zip tie. This really helps to keep it in place too. And later on, you'll see when we come around and finish, this will be the last twist tie that we're going to be using, and it will hide this. So there's no worries about seeing it. One of my favorite tools is this wire cutter. I don't know, it's so simple.
Diagonal cutters.
Well, diagonal cutters, wire cutters, whatever cutters you want to call it. And thank you, Casey. These are like the best. I mean, if you're a crafter out there, what's your favorite tool? These have got to be one of them. I guess it depends on what type of a wreath that you're making too. I started making flower wreaths recently, and so they've been a godsend because all you do is you use the zip ties. So now that I've got that on there, I'm going to do 10-inch increments starting from here. So I'm at the 18-inch mark. This just happens to be where my frame is. So what I do, and you want to make sure that those finished edges are still on the outside, okay? We don't want them flipping up or anything like that, and I'm going to show you why. So you just kind of, I gather it as I pull it to get to that 10-inch mark. And then you put it in your pipe cleaner. There is no right or wrong way to put the pipe cleaners in, and honestly, there is really no set spacing. It's really just an it is really what I do. And then you take your poof and you just fluff it out, just like that. So this will be the last one we're gonna get to. And then you just keep measuring the 10 inches while fighting with the mesh because it loves itself, remember that. Okay, there we go. So, I have a very captive audience. I'm very excited. Thank you so much. I would really love to know where everybody is watching from. I just twist the twist tie once or twice because we're going to end up opening it again. So there's no need to do it more than once. But those finished edges I was telling you about, what I do is I take those to help guide me to fluff it out. And it's not going to be perfect right now. You probably, depending on you're going to go back and fluff it again later anyways, if you're a perfectionist like me. But then again, you know, because I'm a perfectionist, I don't need to go back, right, Dad?
Isn't it called OCD?
No. And I'm totally kidding about being perfect. I tell you, sometimes I have happy accidents when making wreaths, and those are like the best. So I have to thank Lori from Hardworking Mom and Casey because she posted it. There was a challenge, and there's usually a monthly challenge. And I was kind of telling my dad about it a little bit. I decided to partake this month because I finally was able to keep my head afloat out of the water. Hi, Amy. Thank you for joining. And so I've challenged myself. I've accepted the challenge to do 2 Facebook Lives a week. There were other options, but that's what I chose. I have been terrified to do this. And I had done a live here or there. But I tell you what, if anyone out there is watching and feels the same way as I do right now, it's not so bad. I knew I just needed to rip the Band-Aid off. And even if I've only had like 5 people watching, it actually has been, it's been very enlightening. It's helped me to come out of my shell. And so I decided that I was going to take the challenge and see how I did. And I just, for some reason, maybe you can help me understand, Dad, why it is that when I take on a challenge, I then decide to not just only take on the challenge, but then I decide to amplify it and make it way bigger than it really is, like last Saturday. Yeah. So last Saturday, I decided because I had seen somebody do it and I thought it was an awesome idea. I think it was Trish, had done a marathon one day, and she had done, I think she had like 8 different things she was going to be making. And so I had the idea in my head. I had a friend come by, I mentioned it to her, and then we sat there and we planned out. Thank you, Johnny. I probably should do that. Then I won't have to fight with it so much. Hi, Steph. Thank you. Stephanie.
Hi, Steph.
Dad's here with me. So I actually did, and I don't know if anybody watching caught it. I know Stephanie and I know my mom did. Thank you, Amy. I had 6 planned, but I did 5 different wreaths on Saturday. And I did a couple different types of grapevine wreaths. I did Deco Mesh, but I did different styles. It was a lot of fun until my back decided that it wasn't fun anymore. But I stuck it out and I did it. I did 5 wreaths on Saturday. I think it ended up being like 5.5 hours.
At least.
And, but I had everything planned out. So I had everything cut as much as I could. So if you're thinking about doing that ever, and you're crazy like me, do it. It was so much fun. And I don't regret it. I'd like to do it again, actually. But that really, really helped me get past the fear of doing these lives. And now I kind of, and I don't know if, I'm sure there's some of you out there that'll agree, I kind of crave it now. Like, I want to do it. I still have those videos. I need to put them up on my YouTube channel. But this week I've been working on a special surprise. So, and that's been coming along. So I've been concentrating more on that. Okay, so we're on the last one now on the outer frame where we put the zip tie. So you're just going to do the same thing. You're going to measure out your 10 inches. Okay, and you're going to use this last zip tie. Just like we've been doing already. I'm just going to put it in there. And fluff it out. When in doubt.
Scream and shout.
No! When in doubt, fluff it out, Dad.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to take another zip tie. And we're going to bring it up here. And we're going to do the same thing as what we did earlier. And I'm just going to attach it right past a zip tie. Let's see. So you just put it under the mesh, under the wire, pull it up, and then you're going to zip tie it. And you're going to zip tie it to this is actually bar number 3. Hi, Dorothy, thank you. From Iowa. I actually just shipped my first wreath to Iowa recently. That was exciting for me. I can't wait until I've shipped to all the states. So we're just going to do the same thing again. We're doing 10-inch increments around the middle. Now I know some people, they actually start in the middle and then work their way out. I've just learned to start on the outside and work my way in. So that's just what I've done. I can see sometimes where it might be easier to do it that way, but for some reason I find the hardest way to do it.
Why would it be easier? It's the same.
It depends. Like when I did the ruffle wreath, the truck.
Yeah.
The ruffled, the pieces, I think they were 30-inch pieces, and it just started making the wreath so full that you start to have a hard time getting everything in there, because I was sitting there and I was searching for the twist ties. They were getting lost in there. So are there any baseball fans out there besides me and my dad? Oh, and I know Stephanie is. I'm very sad that there's no baseball right now. I mean, I totally understand it all. I have not come to terms with the fact that there might not be a season. Pretty sure there won't be. I'm a season ticket holder, but I've grown up around baseball my whole life, and I love it so much. And but my life has been so chaotic with starting a business and then having baseball also, that it's kind of almost like a welcome distraction that we had to do nothing but relax. So that's been kind of nice. Hi Sarah, how are you? Joyce is here. Hi Joyce. Papa's with me.
Hi Joyce.
Can you pick these up? Okay. Sometimes I wish there was a way to make this part go faster.
When you're creating, you can't go fast.
Well, when I'm on here, I mean, if you're a crafter, then most of the time, you know, people are interested and actually like to see, you know, how it works. But then if you're a crafter and you know how it already works, sometimes this part can be a little bit monotonous, I guess you could say. So, hi Melissa from Orlando.
Wow.
Oh, so we actually, she says she was bummed to not attend spring training. She's now unable to go to regular games, and she loves the Braves. We went to spring training in Arizona. That's where the Padres go. And we left March 11th, which was a Wednesday. Okay, we were gonna stay through the weekend. So what happened next? March 12th is when everything came out that they were postponing or canceling, whatever you want to call it, spring training. I have to tell you, so we were trying to kill time because it had been raining in Peoria, Arizona, where we were, and so it had been raining. So there was no they weren't out on the practice fields that morning, so we had to find something to do. So we ended up going to Top Golf. Had never been there before. So while we were waiting for the announcement to see what was going on, we went there. The announcement came out when we were there, and I cried when I found out because I was so crushed. This was my 6th year going. I have been going to spring training for the last 6 years. So I guess I can technically say that I did go, but it just didn't quite work out so well. So it was a bummer. It's a huge bummer, but I'd rather be safe than sorry right now. So I'm back to the end. Yay, at the end. And we're just going to use that last pipe cleaner to put this in. Oh, yeah, for some reason this year, we decided not to buy any tickets for spring training games, which we normally would. And then it got canceled, so that was crazy that we did that. So then when you're done, we're just gonna cut the mesh. These scissors are good, but depending on your mesh, it could be a little bit thicker than you expect. Therefore, you need better scissors. So, and then we're going to use our last zip tie. So we actually had, it's okay. We had tickets for, oh no, look what I did. Oh well, we're going with one last zip tie today. Because I totally skipped it. That's what I get for talking, I guess. So, anyways, it'll be fine still. Yeah, we had tickets for opening day because we're season ticket holders, and that's like one of my most favorite times of the year. Can't believe I just did that. I normally don't. And I'm just gonna trim the end. I like it to be as clean as I can get it, because if anybody knows about Deco Mesh, it frays so much. So Melissa's dad was semi-pro, her brother's semi-pro, and her neighbor, oh, your nephew's in the farm system.
Where?
With the Braves.
Oh.
I actually know a lot about our minor league system. My husband and I have gotten to know a lot of the boys, and they are awesome individuals. We went to Fort Wayne, Indiana to go see one of our affiliates last year, and we ended up going to, hi Nick, we ended up going to Chicago for my first time. Can I have those, please? So next is the 10-inch mesh. I'm going to put these away. You can do the mesh with, that's what I really like a lot, Melissa, is the fact that players are more accessible during spring training, for sure. I'm not an autograph getter, but I love taking pictures with the players. We actually, our season tickets, we sit at the bullpen, and so we've gotten to know a lot of our pitching staff. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to do a simple ruffle of the mesh. I have cut these all into 15-inch pieces. And so you just start at the end and you just kind of scrunch it along just a little by little. There's no need to do it like bigger because it's going to be going into the zip tie. So, hi Stephanie from Idaho. It's a 14-inch frame. I used 18 pipe cleaners, but there's 17 now because I got carried away talking about baseball and I missed one. So what I usually do, because the ends will fray, and I don't know if you can see this, the foil's just kind of flopping here. I like to kind of fold it in. So when I put it on my wreath, then I don't have to worry so much about frays. So I'm going to start on the outside with these, and I'm just going to open the pipe cleaner back up, put this in, holding it down, and then just twist it a couple times because we're going to put ribbon. So you can do this a couple ways. You can actually take the mesh along with your ribbon, put it all in together. You can do just the mesh and then the ribbon. I usually use my Bodabra to do it if I'm doing all of it, because it could be for some people too much to hold in one hand. And I'd show you, but I don't want to confuse anybody either. Nor do I want to get out of order where the ribbons go, because I already messed up and lost a pipe cleaner. So you just put one, and I like how these colors look together. Can you see it yet? I like it.
Looks like a baseball wreath.
It looks red to white. It looks like the start of a 4th of July wreath. Yeah, I really putting colors together, ribbon and mesh, and there's just so many parts to the puzzle, and I love it. I love a challenge. I love to see what I can create and come up with. I love seeing what everybody else does too. That's why I'm glad that everybody does lives, so that we can see, you know, what everybody, where their thought process is, or, you know, what they think goes well together. Melissa said, cool, my dad and bro were catchers. Oh, cool. Nephew is a pitcher. I've met so many players and had great discussions about the game with them. Love the game. Melissa, it sounds like you and I have the same love for the game. And it's, yeah, there's no words for me to describe how much I love the game. Who's your favorite player?
Chipper Jones.
Please don't say Chipper Jones. I'll take Greg Maddux. I'm just kidding. My favorite player is Tony Gwynn. So if you're a baseball lover, then you definitely know who he is. He was just an amazing player. He would have turned 60 this past weekend. And in next weekend, is that right?
Next weekend, what?
He turned, next weekend he, no, not next weekend, next month, He will have passed away 6 years ago. Okay, I see where I messed up. Yay, I got it. Sorry, guys. Good thing for the zip ties, I tell you what. Okay, let me just move this because this one goes here. Yep. All right, I got my boo-boo fixed. And I'm just gonna put this here. Yay, we're back to 18.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so. I think I can count. I mean, I couldn't, obviously, with this, but let me just go ahead and fix this real quick. Sorry, guys. I'm glad I figured it out. I don't like wasting materials either. Okay. Okay. And then that goes here. Okay. Oh, you're fine. There. It takes me, it varies as far as how long it takes me to pick the materials. If I know what sign I want to use, which is typically how I pick or how I do it. Oh, Johnny Bench. That's good.
Oh, that's a good
one. Good one, yes. I will, it'll be easy to figure it out. If I have a roll of ribbon that I really want to use this ribbon, then I figure out a sign that I can use it with. So it just depends on my mood too. But it can take me, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. Sometimes I have to walk away from it because I'm just, I don't know. So it really varies. Okay. Yes, she said Maddox, and a throwback for you, she said Johnny Bench.
Yes. Or Yogi Berra.
Was he
Catcher.
for the Braves?
No, for the Yankees.
Oh.
I don't remember Johnny Bench being a catcher for the Braves.
Maybe he's just her favorite player.
He was with Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with Pete Rose, right?
Right.
They played together, didn't they?
Yes.
Same time.
Yep.
All right. So I see a few of you have commented. Where's everybody else from? Are there any other baseball lovers out there? So I have to be honest, some mesh is not my favorite. The one with the foil, sometimes it's like a nightmare because it comes out like this, or it's just so, what's the word? It's just easy to fray, like easy for it to come out, but it looks so nice. Is there any particular type of material that, if you're a crafter out there, that you do not like to deal with? No matter what craft it is that you make. Can you see the colors? I like how it looks, Dad. What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah.
It reminds me of baseball.
Really?
Yeah.
I hope so, because you've already said that like 5 times.
I know it, because I love baseball.
You love baseball?
It's my only sport.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, we had football.
I'm a football fan, too.
Of a different team now.
Yeah, Raiders.
And if anybody hears the music, it is actually royalty free. I love listening to music when I'm working. And so I'm glad I could find some royalty free music so that I don't have to worry about copyright issues. It's just nice to have that in the background. And I love coming up with these creations that I make. I don't like just using one type of frame. I love all of the media. Melissa is a Dolphins fan.
Well, that's okay.
Amber, her son played baseball for years with Austin, is it M? E-M? I can't see that far. Hey, Sharon, you're not old enough that Johnny Bench was your favorite. He can be your favorite no matter what age that you are. But there's another baseball lover. Herb. Oh, yes. I was gonna say. Now I recognize the name, Amber. Jennifer Bovey's nephew, Austin, plays baseball.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. He was playing for Mesa City College. It's a community college here in San Diego. She smiled. I got it, Amber. I got it. So we're almost done with the outside, and then we're going to work on the inside. And then when we get to the ribbon, we're going to pair up the two together that I've chosen. And we're going to alternate every other one. It'll be a different 2 ribbons. Just want to make sure. Okay, good. I'm not out of the screen. Tell you, when you have your camera above you and you can't see, the only way to see is to look under. Then it gets a little harder. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Does your son still play? Okay, now we're going to the top. Yay! I still can't believe I messed that up. See, that is one reason why I was terrified to do a live. Because I was afraid of messing up.
It's part of life.
I know. And I'm human.
Yes.
Oh, Amber, I love baseball too, and boy, do I miss it something fierce right now. I understand safety first. I'm just nervous to see what our new normal is going to be like with baseball. So it's a scary thing, and fortunately, my daughter was a junior in high school this year. She actually plays water polo, and I don't think I told you and Mom, Dad, but she might not get to play her senior year, because it looks like they might be closing pools around the city.
Yeah.
So that's a bit upsetting, and it's very unfortunate. And Amber, it's very hard for sure. It's just something I've never seen in my lifetime. Dad, I don't think nothing like this has happened where everything was shut down when you were growing up at all, right?
If it was, I didn't remember.
Really? What's your daughter's first name? And I'm just gonna trim this. If I see a fray, I like to trim it off. Because nobody has time for that. I wonder if my daughter knows her.
What school did you play for?
Yeah, same here, Amber. It's crazy. She plays, her daughter plays soccer and is a junior at Mira Mesa.
Oh, really?
Chloe. Yeah, it doesn't sound familiar. Jennifer and I were football managers when we went to Mira Mesa. And that was a lot of fun.
Some pro football players came out of there.
Yep, Damian Williams was the most recent World Super Bowl winner, but Michael Pittman,
right.
Before that, I've known him since kindergarten. We graduated the same year together. His son just got drafted. Michael Jr. It was Michael, or it was
Mike Pittman.
Yeah,
Michael Pittman.
Yeah, Jr. got drafted to the Colts.
Really?
Oh yeah, Jennifer and I our families have known each other forever. So I'm kind of stuck with her. She's like that booger you can't flick off your finger. God, I wish she was watching right now so she can. It's okay. I'd tell her that to her face too. I love her so much.
Oh boy.
Hi, Stacy. Stacy's on here, Dad.
Hi,
Stacy
Stacy.
Devlin.
Hi.
Hi. Just a few more of these left, and then we can do the ribbon. Dad, how long have I been doing this?
I have no idea.
I'm just kidding.
I don't have my watch on now.
She is really awesome, Amber, and she's got the patience of a saint. I tell you what. To be the mom of children, not just one that's autistic, but to have two, possibly three, that's huge to take on, and Jennifer just takes it on, no big deal. I mean, I know it's a big deal, but she just, you can't tell that she makes it look like it's a cakewalk. She makes it look so easy. She is. Amber said she tells Jennifer that she's one of the best moms she knows.
She doesn't know your mother.
The music stopped, so now I'm going to sing. I'm just kidding. Okay. What we got? 2 more? Looks like. So each of the tan mesh were cut into 15-inch pieces. There's 18 because I did 18 pipe cleaners. Thank you so much, Amber. I actually have a surprise coming up. So if you don't follow my page yet, you totally should. I have an announcement coming. I'm also on Instagram. I'm on Twitter, Pinterest. I'm pretty much anywhere you can be.
YouTube.
Yes,
YouTube.
And just recently YouTube. Sharon, the tan mesh is a 10-inch roll, and I cut them into 15-inch pieces. The ribbon that I'm going to be using was cut into 12-inch pieces. That's typically what I do. And then the white mesh that I used, I measured out 10-inch increments. So that means you must not have been here when I had my my little mishap. So that's good that you didn't see that. Last one. And usually I twist the twist ties all the same way, and apparently this time I just decided to do it whatever way I felt like it.
Right-handed instead of left.
No, I did it both ways. So yeah, that brings up another point. I'm left-handed, so I guess the good thing about the camera being backwards is that it looks like I'm doing it the right way, according to right-handed people. So because that was another thing I was nervous about, is anybody going to be able to catch on? I watch right-handed people all the time, so I adapt. But then again, that's just me. So I was nervous. I didn't want anybody to not be able to figure out what I was doing. So now that we've got all the mesh on, I'm going to go back to the bottom, see how full it's getting too. So look, there's the 14-inch frame. And this is how much bigger it's gotten. It's about 5 inches on each side at least. So, and then once you add the ribbon, that's different too. So if you're just now tuning in, again, these are the ribbons that I'm using together. I'm using the 1.5 inch and this 2.5 inch. And then these two. And then this ribbon decided to be stuck on the mesh. Oh, Melissa, you're a Southpaw too? Yay! So I left a couple of my ribbons that need to be cut, the dovetail, just in case you're tuning in and haven't seen that or wonder how to do that. Boy, was it was so hard at first. I was cutting them wrong when I first did it. But what I do, depending on the ribbon and how thick it is, I'll take 2 of the pieces and I fold it in half long ways. And then from the wire, you want to cut in.
45 degrees, approximately.
See? And then because I cut 9 of each ribbon, Amber's son was a left-handed pitcher. Look at that. I guess it's more common than I expect.
He's pitching for
No.
Atlanta?
No.
Oh, no.
No, you're confusing 2 people together.
Okay, good.
So from the wire, cut in. And now those are done. So I'll show you again because I have 3 more. So take 2, fold it in half long ways. From the wire, you're going to cut in. If you cut it the other way, instead of the triangle going in, it'll be going up, and that doesn't look right. Oh, wow. Her son plays sports left-handed, but writes right-handed.
And he plays baseball?
He did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, you could follow along on your phone. You could see the comments there.
No, I don't. I'll just play golf.
Frankie's. So, if you've watched before, then you know I have 2 dogs, Franklin and Copper. Copper's the bigger baby. He's, Jesus, how old is he now? I don't even remember now, all of a sudden. 7? Yeah. Franklin is going to be 2. So, with this last one, you actually fold it in half, then fold it in half lengthwise to get the effect like you have 2 ribbons together, okay? And then again, you start from the wire and you cut it in. And there's your dovetails. I always use wired ribbon. It helps keep it formed so much better. I'm going to start with these 2. So what you do... Oh, Dad joined. Hi, Dad. So you take them and fold them in half to see where your middle is, okay? And then you're going to grab it and you're just going to kind of ruffle them up together so they meet in the middle. Oh, I love corgis. So then this is the last time we're going to open up the twist tie, okay? We're going to open it up. We're going to set the ribbons in. And twist it at least 2 to 4 times because this is the last time it's going to, you're going to do it, and you want to make sure it stays for the life of the wreath. And then you're actually going to split the ribbons and make them like an X. Now I will say, you can go ahead and fluff out the ribbon all you want right now, but by the time you get to the end, you're going to have to do it again probably. Because everything, you know how they say when you're on an airplane and everything shifts during your travel, so be careful basically when you're opening up to take your stuff out. Yeah, same thing. Everything shifts during the flight. Hi, Sammy. Papa's here.
Hi, Mama.
My daughter just woke up. And I love it. She came out in an El Paso Chihuahua shirt that I gave her. They are a Padres affiliate in El Paso. And we used to live there, so. So when you put your ribbon in, you're just going to do the same thing each time. You're going to make them like an X and separate them. Hey, Amber, look, there's Jen. Jennifer's just coming on. Jennifer, were your ears burning? Need to cut that. So just like with the mesh, I start on the outside and you alternate the ribbon as you're going around. you might end up with them, two of them being the same next to each other, but that's okay. That's where you can add a bow. That's where you can put your sign, whatever. And for those of you that are just joining too, this is the sign that I'm using. So it felt like a baseball day. I miss baseball a lot.
49 minutes.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
If you're good at eyeballing things too, like I think I am, you can also just eyeball the middle instead of folding it over. But until you've done enough of these, it probably is easier to do it that way. I saw that you just shared it. Thanks, Dad.
I'm having a watch party.
You started a watch party?
Yep.
Oh boy. Is that like a dance party?
It can be.
I like how this ribbon looks when I put it on top of it.
It looked good.
I also like ribbon that's thicker and not so flimsy. Like this one I got from Hobby Lobby, it's sheer, but... Oh, there's my craft outlet delivery. Okay, my dog's about to lose his mind. Oh, maybe not, because he's going to get stopped by somebody. Why do dogs do that? Oh my goodness. Drives me crazy. And then the little one has to be like his big brother and act like, there's mass hysteria going on outside.
52 minutes.
See? Here we go. No, It's just the delivery guy. See? Thank you. Darn it, it was sparklets. But that's okay, we need that too. So if you're watching and you're a crafter, what's one of your things that you like to make? Or if you're not a crafter and you like to just dabble in it a little bit, what do you like to make? I tried making shirts. I got a Cricut. I even got a heat press. And I mean, I can make them and it's okay. I really enjoy using my hands more with making a wreath. I don't know why. Just cut those frays as I go. Otherwise, I'll forget that I had seen it. Oh, hey, how about that? I'm actually not going to have two. How does that work out? It works out so different every time. I don't understand. But I'm actually not going to have two the same next to each other. I feel like I just won the lottery. think once I'm done putting these on, Dad,
Yeah.
maybe you can turn the glue gun on for me.
The what?
The glue gun?
Oh.
I'll let you know. And then I can make the bow while that's warming up. Oh, wow, Melissa. I actually, funny, my degree is actually not in anything craft related. It's actually sports related. I have a degree in sports and recreation management because my dream job was to work for the Padres. But
That's it, but.
yeah, but I realized that I love the team and I don't want to work for them because I don't want to not love the team. Long story short. So we're starting on the top now, still alternating the ribbon. Hi, Jen. Bovie's on here, Dad.
Hi, Jen. I know, I see her right here.
Oh, okay.
See?
Yes, I see.
"56 minutes.
Oh my gosh, Dad.
You're doing fine.
Yeah, I'm doing fantastic.
Yeah, you're gonna do it.
No, it'll be more than an hour. Because I still need to do the bow.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
Yeah, remember?
No.
No, obviously.
Wow.
What?
Melissa.
Oh, nice.
Yeah?
So paralegal by day and crafter by night? No.
You should just call her Paracrafter.
Oh, look at that, Dad. You're so witty. I'm so glad that you decided to join me, Dad.
I'm glad you're glad. I don't know if everybody else watching is glad that I'm here.
Well, oh, I was going to say Frankie's glad, but he left you.
Yeah, he left me
Yeah.
for another guy.
He left, no, I think he left you for his sister, who's now awake.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. And my ribbon's blowing away because I've got this nice breeze coming through. Saturday when I was doing the marathon of all the lives that I did, I had birds chirping constantly, and I had somebody watching the replay of my live, and they asked me if those were birds chirping in the back. I don't know, it's just something, it's kind of relaxing. Of course, I'd rather hear ocean waves, but I'll take birds over dogs. Okay, just a few more to go. Let's see. So where do you guys think I should put the sign? Should I just put it right in the middle?
Put it on
Off to the side?
the wreath.
I'm gonna put it on the wreath, smarty pants.
I think in the middle.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do anyway.
Oh yes, Pam. Yes.
Yeah.
My if I didn't already mention that my dogs lose their mind when somebody comes to the door, I would say you would think that there was somebody in here burglarizing the house because they lose their absolute mind when the gardener comes. I don't understand it. Maybe I should have been a dog psychologist or something to understand better. And then maybe I can have more patience when they bark. But who am I kidding? You can only listen to dogs barking for so long. Huh? I can see it. Yeah, can you hear the birds right now? Besides the plane?
I can't hear anything. What birds?
There's birds chirping. If you open that window, you probably hear them.
Oh, I'm good.
What?
I'm good.
Okay, last one. Yay! All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put the sign on. I think I am just gonna, maybe I should make the bow first so we can see what it looks like. Yeah? Okay. So there's the wreath so far. I love it. What? Really big?
Really big bird snakes. Oh, yes.
You're not lying. Oh, that was a good one. All right, so to make this bow, I'm going to use this baseball stitch. I'm going to use this royal blue with white dots. They call it Swiss dots. I'm going to use this red and white chevron that I got from Michael's. And then I'm going to use a little bit of this baseball. Oh, and can you plug in? You can just set it on the table. Plug in or turn on the, what's it called?
Heat gun. I mean,
The glue gun.
glue gun.
See, we figured it out together. Yay. No, it needs to go on that. You can just put it on the table. Otherwise, the glue will get everywhere. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a 10-inch tail. This is not my favorite ribbon because it's like satin. I don't really like it. Yeah, I did it just for you, Melissa. She said Braves colors. Actually, I'll cut those the dovetails at the end.
Bravo colors.
Yeah, she probably made a typo. Oh, Hannah. I love Hannah. Oh my God. She is the sweetest girl. We love Hannah. Actually, you know what? Because I only have so much of this left, I'm going to do this one first.
Good idea, yeah.
Thanks, Dad. And this is still going to be 10 inches. I like this better because it's like a linen. Oh my gosh. Hannah is unlike any child I've met. I'm going to go ahead and do a 6-inch loop. So this bow maker actually has increments on it and I love it. So I'm just going to measure this out to the 6. I'm going to keep my finger here so that I don't over measure or under measure. And then when you put it in, you're just going to twist it. Okay, so now you have one loop. And I'm going to put this loop up here. And then I'm going to measure out for this next one. And twist it. And this is going to go up here. And measure out 6 again. I think I'm going to do 3 loops on each side. And twist it. This is going to go down here. And this is going to be the last loop. And you don't need to twist it because we want the tail to still be the right side up. But what I'm going to do is just kind of guesstimate where I need to cut it. And then this is going to go up here. Okay, so now we're done with this one. Now I'm going to use the baseball one. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get at least 2 loops out of it. We're going to find out right now. So I'm going to do this. Actually, I think I'm going to do this at 8 inches. Make it a little bit shorter. And we're going to start this way. And I'm going to do 5-inch loops for this. Let's see. So just a little bit smaller than the ones we already did. Yep. And twist it. This is going to go down here. Here we go again. They don't really know why they bark. I'm fairly certain half the time. Oh, actually, I think I'll be able to do 3 on each side. Awesome. Make this a little shorter. Why are you guys barking, Copper? Oh, because the neighbor got in their car. Okay, I hear it now. The satin ribbon is not such a willing participant to stay where I put it.
Come on. Get up here. No, Frankie.
Yeah, exactly, Melissa. That's exactly what it is. That happens here. Okay, and we're not going to be twisting this because now we have the tail. I'm just going to cut
Get up
that.
here. That a boy. Okay. Lay down. There you go. Are you comfortable? Okay.
He's not sure yet. He'll let you know, Papa.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how much is left in this because I know we're going to finish it. Not much at all. So we're going to go with the baseball ribbon next. And I'm going to do a 10-inch tail. I'm just kind of alternating. I don't even know if I'm not even going to get much of a tail out of that other one, but that's okay. Let's see. Go this way. And I'm going to do 2 loops on each side, 4 inches.
How big is that one?
These are
4
4-inch loops. Let's move it on here. I'm probably just going to only get one out of this. I think I'm just going to do a 6-inch tail. See if that works. And then this is what, like 3 inches. Okay, I have to adjust it a little bit because it's not long enough. I'd rather shorten the tail or not have a tail, so on this one. And I am going to be putting a baseball in the middle. I need to make this. There. Okay, and then I'm going to grab a zip tie. I just have black here, so that's fine. Pull this out. Some actually have the zip tie already on it, so that when they pull it out, that they can just tighten this, but I can't. So I just take it out, try and keep it in the state in which I had it. Don't tighten it all the way yet. I'm just gonna fix all of the loops. Oh, I can put this away now. And then I'm just going to take the pipe cleaner, feed this in behind the zip tie, and then I'm going to tighten it. Okay. So now, we've got our bow. Oh, and let me go ahead and cut the ends. I'm just going to dovetail them. Cut from the wire in. Last one. All right. So now we have our bow. our sign. So on the sign, I went ahead and I cut the piece off that, the hanger, and I put a couple pipe cleaners on and I stapled them. And then I took the hammer to it so that they aren't going anywhere. So let's see. Bow, sign. I'm kind of feeling the bow down here. And do the sign here in the middle. Yeah, let's see how that goes. I'm gonna put the sign right here. So then you just you fish the pipe cleaners through to the wire frame. Thank you, Connie. You know, bows have not been my favorite thing to make because I see what others make and it makes me, I think mine are not as good. But the more that I've made it, especially the way that I just made it, I really like it.
Don't sell yourself short.
Well, I've gotten better.
Yeah, you make very nice bows.
It's just, you look at it and you're like, okay, I don't know. I think for me it's the tails because some people make it look so nice. And I like making it this way much better. Okay, I'm just lightly tightening it because I want to make sure that it's good where I put it before I make it permanent. I need to get a needle so I can fish this through because I've seen people do it and it's so much easier. No. You put the pipe cleaner through the needle and then you can feed this through.
Is that big? The eye and the needle?
The pipe cleaner, the wire is not that.
Oh, that's true.
So I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
Now, once you've gotten it through, you want to make sure you tighten it around a wire. So I'm just lightly going to do it to make sure that the sign is okay. It's going to stay. Yeah, that's good actually. Just tightened a tiny bit. Cut this little fray I see. It's usually just the top. There, okay. All right, and then we're gonna put the bow here. So what happens is the pipe cleaner, it starts to bend as you're putting it through. That's the problem. I think my dad's ignoring me because I'm talking to him.
I hear you.
Are you playing golf?
Yes.
Okay, let's get this in. It's quite a bit of mesh that it's got to go through. So thank you, Melissa. Let's see, can I get it through here easier? Aha, there's one. This is just the fun part. I'm just kidding, so not fun. Especially when you have to fight with it.
It's fun.
Not to put this in. You know what's fun? The end result. To see your masterpiece. See, and then I see that. Okay, there. Sorry, I fix as I go along. I think I found a good spot. There we go. Okay. And you don't want to pull the ribbon or the bow too tight on here, because then it'll look like it's sucked in. So I'm just going to lightly put it on just like I did with the sign. I leave the twist ties as they are also. I don't know, it just kind of gives it another look to it. You can cut them if you want. You can hide them if you want. Thank you, Becky. I hope all is well in Louisiana. So now I think my glue gun is ready.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and put one baseball here in the middle. You're not a very good helper, Dad.
What do you want me to do?
Move everything out of my way.
Okay.
So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on here. The glue, it pretty much, it dries pretty quick. But do not, once you've put it on, don't play with it, because then it'll just come off. Let's see, I think I see another spot that I want to put this. I'm going to put it right here. If you use a glue gun, I highly recommend a cordless one. This is like my best friend. Well worth the money. Oh my gosh, so worth it. Let's see. And then I'm going to put one up here somewhere. Actually, I think I'm just going to go ahead and put it right here.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Be careful, because the glue is very hot also. Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate it. Okay. And then I have, you know, I think that that's good. I think that's good, actually. I'm not going to put another one. So now I'm just going to fluff the bow. So if you've watched this far, thank you so much. Again, my name is Angela at 3L Creations. I'm the owner and creator, and I'm on social media, not just on Facebook, but on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. I'm also on YouTube. If you like my work, I would love for you to share.
Etsy.
I'm not on Etsy anymore.
No.
I'd like for you to share my work with all your other friends. The power of spreading the word by word of mouth is really big, and I appreciate it. So like, share, follow, subscribe, and I do have an announcement coming soon, so you do want to make sure that you are following me if you want to know that. A big announcement coming up very soon, and I'm very excited about it. And I like it. Turned out really good.
Yep.
Okay, and there you have it. Baseball spoken here. I really wish it said is. And that is it. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I will probably be live again tomorrow or Saturday. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.
Good job, honey.